Hello! It's good to see you guys again. Today is in a very different place from where I usually record my videos. This is my room currently. This is where I do all my editing. It's where I am other than being in the car, in the office, or outside. If I'm at home, I will be here. Today, I want to share something, just a quick update. I'm going to share an update on my equipments. Previously, in the previous video, I shared on my what's going on in my life at the moment. So today, I want to share on the update on my equipments. Okay, like what I mentioned in one of my previous videos, I sold away the DJI Osmo Pocket. I only bought it for I think 3 or 4 months, and then I sold it away. I was very excited when it got announced back in late 2018. So I immediately placed my money and pre-ordered it. So when it got released, I rushed down to the shop on the day and then collect it. I was so excited, and then so I made a couple of videos using the Osmo Pocket, and a prominent one will be the one where I went to Genting. I did the entire video with the Osmo Pocket. So yeah, I would say it's a good camera. The thing I'm excited about on it, right, is it has it's such a small body. DJI managed to fit in a camera, a decent camera, and also a 3-axis gimbal, which is, I think it's a dream for like aspiring content creators like me, you know. But soon, right, I realized that okay, one thing is the accessories that accompany with the Osmo Pocket. They got released at quite a later date. So what I was looking for was the mic adapter. Then I think only recently it released it. They released it. So I was getting pretty bad audio. I don't know, to me the audio sounds pretty bad lah. Yeah, then that's what I don't really like about it. That's one thing. So another thing was the when it first got launched, there was no firmware update on the focusing. The autofocus is always hunting, and then most of the time it's trying to autofocus on the wrong subject. I think it's trying to focus on something that is much brighter. Yeah. So in one of my earlier videos, you might see that most of the time my face is out of focus, and whatever I'm trying to film could also be out of focus. So subsequently, after that, they sort of fixed it via a firmware update, and I think it's pretty good, but at times it still tries to hunt for the subject, and it still loses focus at times. And then I think a couple of months down the road, 1 to 2 months, they released this major update, which I think is really good, which is they introduced the Pro mode onto the camera itself. So I won't have to attach the camera onto my phone to be able to use the manual controls. I think that's pretty good. So it really reduces the footprint of the camera itself. So you can just use the camera, and you have all the access to the controls, which is very good lah. But soon, right, I realized that what I'm using most of the time is either my Canon M6, which I have already also sold, and or other than that will be the GoPro, which I mount it in my car. So between the two, eventually I chose the GoPro lah. Then because one thing is the frequency that I use them. I use the GoPro more than the Osmo Pocket, and why I use it more, right, is partly because I think it's myself lah. I'm afraid of damaging the gimbal, the motor on the gimbal. It's just me that I'm afraid of damaging it. So it becomes that it's always on my table and I don't use it much, or rather at all. It's just living there collecting dust. So I was thinking like, I might as well just sell away the camera and get some money, you know. If not, it's there, then I don't use it also. So another reason, right, why I chose the GoPro is because it is able to withstand drops. Then because there's no like motorized or moving parts around it, and then it can withstand drops, can withstand shock, can go underwater without any accessories. So it caters to more of my need because I'm mainly a clumsy person. So there are times where I just drop the camera, or I just throw it on the bed or into the car, and I know that it won't spoil, it won't be damaged in any way. I was at first, when I bought the Osmo Pocket, I was planning to use it to record vlogs. So one thing I realized was the audio. I mean the camera, the microphone, I mean, it's facing me, it's giving, it's able to capture my voice nicely, but I just don't really like the audio quality. The Osmo Pocket, I wasn't able to attach an external microphone to it because of the proprietary hardware. It's not able to get the kind of audio that I want. And then so for the GoPro, it's much easier to get the 3.5mm adapter for it. So I purchased it recently, I think a couple of weeks back. I haven't got to really use it. Also, I bought this third-party casing for this GoPro, which I think it really kind of solves the microphone problem that a lot of vloggers that are using the GoPro has. You know, for example, previously, right, if you were to use the GoPro and then attach it to a selfie stick, and then you will have the problem where you are not able to attach the microphone onto anywhere. I mean, other than you have to find some, you know, go ghetto by attaching Velcro lah. Then there's also the microphone adapter that is, I think, like half the size of the GoPro, and then you will have to stick onto it somewhere, and then otherwise it will be all dangling around. So I came across this case. This is by Ulanzi. I don't know how to pronounce it. It sounds very vulgar to me. Ulanzi. So they have this case, right, where you are able to put the microphone adapter onto the bottom of the case, so it sits nicely inside lah. And then the GoPro goes in, and there's also a cold shoe mount on the top. So all you need to do is just attach it onto the top of the microphone on top, and then you will have this package that you just bring around. Okay, I'll show you in a quick moment. Because I only have one mic, so to show you the entire package, I'll be removing the mic from the camera for just a while. You know, bear with the audio, and then I'll show you the whole package. So right now I removed the microphone from the camera, so you might be hearing pretty bad audio compared to previously earlier in the video. This is what I want to show you. This is currently my vlogging setup that I use lah. If I didn't bring my main camera out. So what I have here is a shorty. You can use any other handheld stick with it. But what I like about this is because it's extendable, and also it works as a mini tripod. So most of the time, this is what I have with me, and then I'll just be able to vlog like this. See, it's a very simple setup. I'm sure you can see. Okay. So this is how it looks like. The microphone, sometimes it will dip down, and then you might see the dead cat in the frame, but just takes a bit of adjustment, and then it will work. Anyway, I think you can't bear with the audio right now, right? So okay, I'll attach the microphone back onto the camera. Alright, so yeah, that's more or less the reasons why I decided to sell away the Osmo Pocket and use the GoPro instead. Maybe one thing what I don't like about this thing, right, is it doesn't work like the other cage or the cases that are on the market right now, where there is no way that I can mount a filter onto the camera, so I won't be able to use my polarizing filters or the ND filters. You know, when it's bright outside, I don't have the option to attach an ND filter. If I want to do that, then I will have to take it out and then attach it right onto the camera. Then I won't be able to use the case lah. So I mean, that's one complaint that I have right now. But other than that, I think this is pretty solid. Fit everything right into the hand, you know. Alright, so that's more or less about it. Just want to share with you guys lah. I mean, whatever I mentioned earlier in the video, right, they are all based on my own personal opinion. I mean, after all, these two cameras, they do cater for two very different group of users. You know, so depending on which type of user you are, you may find one to suit your need better than the other one. One more thing is, I think in my earlier videos and also in this video, I did mention that I sold away my Canon camera, my Canon M6. So what I'm filming right now is with my new camera, and I'm so excited to share about it with you guys, which I'll be doing it in the next video. Well, I guess that's it. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!